All right, man. Now the playoffs over with. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna do a recap, but I'm mostly talking about Ohio State though. So I mean, as I predicted, Notre Dame smacked Indiana. I mean, it was the Indiana. They didn't have no type of game plan. I mean, Indiana game plan was like, oh yeah, we got more superior talent than Notre Dame. Like literally, they didn't make no adjustments. They didn't do no type of creativity. All they was doing is slants and back shoulder fades. Like, come on. And you got less talent and way less talent than the team. Like, it was a lot of pride and arrogance going on. Like Kirsten, he was talking all the crazy anyway. But he had a lot of pride and arrogance with his game plan, and Notre Dame shut that up. SMU. I mean, I already know that game. You know what I'm saying? Like 18 degrees outside. You know, home game for Penn State, SMU. I mean, they had a chance to keep it close, but dude had what 2 pick sixes and 3 interceptions. I mean, it was over with. Like 21-0, whatever. I don't even know. And plus, they couldn't kick field goals and all that. But Texas Clemson, which is I predicted it could have been a good game, and it was a good game. Like when they called that interception, that pick six back, I said that was game. That was game. Like Clemson had momentum. They could have went up 21. They could have had 21-14 game. And when they got that pick six called back because of that blind slide block, all of that's game. Like Clemson needed all of that. And when they got that, 10 points, made it 21-10 instead of 21-14. Like that's game. Like you just gave Texas breathing room. And to the Ohio State Tennessee game, as I predicted, like I'm gonna speak on video out of that, so I ain't gonna try to say too much and spoil it. Well, no, I'm tripping. I'm gonna say this video now. Ohio State fans, yes, good dog, and I'm gonna speak on Tennessee. Tennessee fans, y'all keep on setting y'allself up, like, and I said this game as I predicted. I mean, I said 20-13 with Ohio State dominating, but I didn't know how the weather was gonna be, But I'm not surprised of the outcome, because Tennessee fans, for one, like I said, when Ohio State, a loss can do something to you. Definitely embarrassing loss. Like Ohio State needed that win 10 times more than, I'm gonna say, Ryan Day needed that win 10 times more than Josh Heupel did. That's just facts. Like Tennessee fans, nobody out here saying fire Josh Heupel. But you got about 75% of the fan base saying fire Ryan Day. And if Ryan Day would have lost that game, Ohio State would have lost that game, they would have, they had dudes was out here threatening dudes' families. They was out here threatening Ryan Day live and his families after the Michigan loss. So think about it. If he would have lost that game, they would have drug him out of Columbus, Ohio. They self, like, it would have been on the news. Ryan Day, y'all know I'm not playing, because they already said, like, they were like, man, if Ryan Day loses the game versus Tennessee, like, they don't care what the last director said, they would have got him out of Columbus themselves. So that was a much needed win, and which I knew Ryan Day live, his job was dependent on it. So they made a good exit game plan. And I ain't gonna say like, oh, Tennessee, because injuries and all that, everybody got injuries, but Tennessee, like I said, for one, like, I ain't here to, because I ain't no Tennessee fan, but I'm just call like it is. For one, that was a lose-lose situation for Tennessee. Like, Ohio State got gifted a home game versus losing that horrible Michigan team. They should have traveled down to Knoxville. They should have not got benefited for losing that game. Tennessee should have got a home game. And then if Ohio State would have came into Knoxville, Tennessee at night game and blowed them out, then y'all can say, oh, the SEC chance that y'all doing right now, the Ohio State players and all the fan base is doing, the Big Ten fanboys doing. But like, y'all talking about, oh, Tennessee. Like, Tennessee, nobody claims in the SEC claims Tennessee as an elite team though. And Tennessee, as I predicted, have yet won a big road primetime game. Like, they ain't won no prime. And like I said, back to Tennessee fan, they should learn their lesson by now. When 2022, when when Tennessee had beat Alabama, all them was saying, "Oh, Tennessee finna blow Georgia out by 30. They finna put 50 points on Georgia." And they came into Athens and got dominated. They didn't learn their lesson. You know what I'm saying? Then they got blowed out by South Carolina. South Carolina was up 20 points before Henry Hooker tore his ACL. Let's just call it like it is. It was like, what, 31? It was like 31-10 when Henry Hooker tore his ACL. So, the injuries out of the way. But Tennessee fans didn't learn a lesson. They thought, which is I knew. I said Ryan Day was going to be fired up. And he was. Just like when the Georgia game. I experienced it firsthand. Like his whole game plan, CJ Stroud didn't scramble. Like I said, CJ Stroud scrambled more times in one quarter versus Georgia than he did his whole career at Ohio State. And I knew Ryan Day was going to have a great game plan versus Tennessee. And with the weather, I made it to score lower. But if I knew the weather was going to be, straight, I would have had Ohio State winning by double digits. And like I say, the injury thing I don't like to do, but like I said, Dylan Sampson, he was, basically out the whole game. And, Tennessee was banged up. And you go on the road to a fired up, desperate Ohio State team, that's what you're gonna get. But to the Ohio State fans and Ohio State players, and all the people saying, "Oh, the SEC overrated," y'all must forget it's still 2 SEC teams left in the playoffs. Like, that's what gets me. Like, I've been seeing it all over. Oh, SEC overrated. SEC is trash this year. Texas and Georgia can still very well win a national championship. Like, that, definitely. And I see all the people saying, "Oh, Oregon versus Ohio State is a real national championship." Y'all must forgot that Georgia's still on the other side. Like, Texas still, Texas probably gonna blow Arizona State out. I ain't gonna spoil it in my prediction video. But y'all still gotta play 2 SEC teams to win that championship if you Oregon Ohio State. So all these talk about, oh, the SEC overrated and they had an SEC chance. Like, bro, this Tennessee team is a good team, but they not an elite team. You get what I'm saying? Like, Tennessee have yet won a big game on the road yet. Like, and I told y'all this before the prediction video. I was like, bro, Tennessee has to show me that they can go out and win a big game. They got to show me they can win at Alabama, win at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they blew out LSU back in 2022, but LSU, they were still figuring things out, and that was a noon game. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 12 o'clock game. They beat LSU like 44-17 or something like that. But I'm talking about a big primetime game, 3:30, or night game where the team is a win or lose, go home game. And we have yet seen Tennessee do that. I ain't saying they can't, but we just ain't seen it. So I knew Ohio State was finna win this game. Like, a lot of people bet on Tennessee. I was like, bro, that's stupid. I ain't gonna say stupid, because that's your bet. But I knew Ohio State was finna run it up on them. And Tennessee is a rhythm momentum team with their offense. They get 1 or 2 yards, you probably gonna stop them unless they make a big play. They get 4 or 5 yards a play, your defense gonna be in for a long day. And that's just facts. And like I said, I was testing people. As soon as Tennessee got hit with that face mask penalty on the first drive, I said, that's game. That's game. When Tennessee got hit with that face mask, it was like, what, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, or 3rd and 7, something like that. And the player sat Will Howard, and they was finna get off the field. He got hit with a face mask, and Ohio State got the ball back and scored that touchdown. Jeremiah Smith. I said, that's game, because I know Tennessee offense. Tennessee didn't have the elite players. They don't have no elite playmakers. I say this all year. Tennessee at home. That's why I say I feel like Ohio State should have had to go to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then get rewarded for losing to that horrible Michigan team at home anyway. But either way, Tennessee is a home team. At home, yes, they is very hard to beat. That's what, next year I'm nervous because Georgia plays Tennessee the fourth game of the season. You know what I'm saying? But either way, Tennessee is a home team. They not a team to travel on the road and knock a big dog off. Definitely a team like Ohio State who got more superior talent. From you know what I'm saying? They just call it like it is. Like you can say, oh, Nico a better quarterback, but they got more depth and more talent than Tennessee. And for them to come up there in a playoff scenario game, a win or lose or go home, a win or a go home game, I knew Tennessee wasn't gonna win this game unless Ohio State just absolutely laid the egg. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about, oh, SEC overrated. Like, no, Tennessee isn't an elite team. Nobody in SEC claims Tennessee is an elite team but Tennessee fan. And the thing is, Tennessee never had elite rivals playmakers this year. They just didn't. Like, Squirrel White, all them, like, they good players, but they're not game changers. And I said it before the game, and all you. Tennessee don't have game changers at wide receiver. And I ain't saying Georgia do, but Georgia have more talent all around. You know what I'm saying? They have depth. That if a Squirrel White or Dylan Sampson get knocked out the game and can't play, that they running back can still be effective. They run game ain't gonna just drop dead, or they pass game just gonna look insufficient. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just thing. I mean, I'm gonna try to do the. I don't know when I'm gonna do the prediction videos or the playoffs second round. Probably I don't know. I'm gonna try to look because you know the injury reports and all that. You know, but yeah. But Ohio State fans, good dog. But don't get too cocky, please. Because you can chant those SEC, Ohio State players talking about SEC, all the Big Ten fanboys talking about SEC already. Like, come on. There's still 2 more SEC teams left in the playoffs. I'm just saying. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think, though. I mean, is the SEC overrated? No, I don't think so. But, I mean, some of y'all going to think so. But, it what it is, though. Let me know.